My name's Nori, and now from the nice ends, St Albans. Shout out Hertfordshire and that. Come on. Never Rated is... It started off just us lot being friends making music. Like I met Anik. I went to school with Anik like pretty much the whole time. He like joined in like year 9 or something. And then we ended up only being friends in like year 12 just because we were having some convo about music, and turned out he made music and I'd always wanted to do it. He had a setup which was like, oh my God, like I can actually like make a song kind of thing. We just started making music together. And then I actually went to primary school with Omar. So I've like always like just kind of seen him do his thing like over the years. And I think kind of got to a point where I was making music, Anik was making music, Omar was making music, and we was like, oh, we should just shout him kind of thing. And then that kind of became a friendship group. And then I actually met Zuko from like talking to some girl, and like he was just friends with her, and then ended up seeing him at a party. It was just so random. But yeah, very stars aligned, didn't it? Like it was meant to happen. And then through Zuko met everyone else, Simon and everyone, and yeah, the rest is history. I think one of the big musical moments for me, I think I was a really big fan of like Dave and stuff when he was like doing his thing coming up. And I saw him at the O2 in Brixton. I remember just being like, you were there as well? I remember just being so blown away. I was just like raw, like it's possible. I don't know, like and like shortly after I saw Travis Scott in the big O2, and I just was like, this is insane. It was like, this is just what I want. Like, this is just what I want to do. Like, make music and put it out there and for people to enjoy it. And I think kind of going back to the thing I said earlier, like when Anik had that setup, it kind of like all came through. Like I was already kind of trying to produce at that point, but I literally just downloaded Logic, I think. I didn't even know how to use it or anything really. And Anik taught me how to use Ableton, so I use that now. But yeah, I think it all kind of like came at a similar time. Like that was all in like a year with each other, even though I've been wanting to make music like my whole life. I used to like sing. I used to make like R&B music. I used to like sing to girls in like year 7 and shit. Send it like fucking BBM. Yeah, so I started making R&B music and just kind of wanted to say more. So I ended up just transitioning into rap. And I remember there was this one song, me and Sammy have this song that's just like so old. And like he was like the guy that rapped, you know what I'm saying? He had bars, like that was just his thing. I remember he had a song with him and I was like, shit, my verse kind of better. Like, I don't know, I was just like, fuck, I actually can't rap. And then I think from that point I was like, hey, let me take this seriously. And then from then just been on that vibe, pretty much. I think Holloway Road was really like it was just a monologue of what was happening in my life at the time. Like it was just very like topic to topic about things that was happening. And I actually wrote the song over some West Side Gun type beat. It was like 80 BPM or something, and then rapping way quicker. And I think I just had the bars on my phone. I was like, that's it. I came like past the voice notes again. I was like, this is hard. And then I looked through like Tracklib for a sample, found that sample, and the rest is history. I was like, right, and I already had half the song basically and just finished it. And I think it was just, I think it's a good one because I feel like it was just very introductory. Like that's exactly what was happening in my life at the time. Like it doesn't really necessarily mean anything. It's just literally just what was happening. And I think that's quite a beautiful thing. I just feel like the song was very natural. Like there was nothing that I tried to do. And I think by the time that I kind of found the lyrics again, like I'd already been on the grime thing for a bit. So like it just made sense. Like it all just made sense. Yeah, Brazil jersey. Repping Chelsea always and every day. Come on, that's what's up, bro. I don't care. London has always been blue. Like no one can try to tell me anything else, by the way. Chat to me when you've got some Champions Leagues, Arsenal and that, yeah. But it's funny, I'm actually not even like a massive football fan, which is crazy considering I have so much like football like paraphernalia. Like, you know what I'm saying? You think I'd be repping more, but it's funny when I was a kid. My brother was like a massive football guy, and he used to do like football coaching for like kids, like when he was jobbing, he was like 14, and they'd be like, oh, like pass to him, and he'll like pass the ball to you back, and I was just like singing and dancing around the football field. Like I had no interest in it at all. And then like when I got older, I just wasn't confident enough to like play football. I think just it was like scary, I think. But I was always kind of athletic and pretty good, but just never really done it. But now I'm like starting to get into it and play a lot more, and I'm fucking with it now. But like I don't have that like lore of like having like playing bare football and like being like a thing. But yeah, I think I always used to wear Astros to primary school. Like, do you know what I'm saying? I feel like once you hit like year 4 and you like gain consciousness, you're like, all right, let me wear my own shoes or like have a bit more control over that. I remember being like, oh, like, Dad, like, I want these shoes so bad. He'd be like, yeah, cool. And then we went to TK Maxx and got, like, some dead crepes. I'd always just have, like, the TK Maxx, like, Pumas and shit like that. But I always wanted, like, the fucking Mercurials and, like, the Predators. But I get them on now. I'm doing my old self justice by the shoes I'm getting now. But yeah, and I think I repped hard until, like, I don't know, like, year 7, year 8. And then I got some real shoes. But now I'm back on that vibe, back on Astros again. I think that whole thing where it's like doing my younger self justice kind of thing, I think it all kind of fits into that. There was like a period of time where I got my phone swiped from one of those guys on a bike, and it was a long day, but I basically had the BlackBerry for like photos and music and stuff, and I felt very present during that time because you can't like go on Instagram, you can't do anything, and I felt very attached to it again. And it's my old BlackBerry, I've had it for years, like, and it felt right. I've had it for so long, like I felt connected to it, and I was like, okay, this is my vibe from now. And I think those are the only pictures I could take. So for a period of time, like all my content, everything was from then, and like all the pictures looked sick, and everyone loved it, and like I loved doing it. And it was like, well, let me just keep running with this. And then obviously Gym Legacy started doing this stuff, but it's fine. Like I think it's a cool thing. Like people get inspiration from different places, and obviously he's doing his thing because of BBM, Black British Music. So, you know what I'm saying? So, shout out to him as well. Shout out to everyone for real. Just very excited about that one. I feel like it's another very like it's a story about how I met my lovely girlfriend over there, and it's a bit of a storytelling cliche one, but I love it. I think it's a banger. I'm very happy with it. I love how it sounds. I think it just encapsulates everything that I'm going for right now, and I feel like I've now got a stronger brand image in terms of everything I'm doing, and I feel like that's just the most up to date version of me that you can have. You know what I'm saying? I'm very, very proud of that song. But yeah, hopefully I blow, like, you know what I'm saying? Shit, you can catch me at the Brick Lane Jazz Festival with the man them. Shout out Kieran, shout out DOTWAV, yeah, Wesh, yeah. Very excited for that, bro. Lineup's crazy. Gonna have so much fun. Pull up, free tickets, bro. If you're not there, then you definitely are squares. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah. Do what you want. There's no rules. Shout out Specs. There's no rules, bro. Just do what you want.